Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
A first down carry for Barkley to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Up the middle with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
North salad, north salad. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Okay,
the 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Jones. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, Robinson shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Half 18.
Jones will sneak it, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
47.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for the first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, kill. 46.
from the red zone now. Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! CD Lamb. 26 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Jim! Rita!
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. It's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
That'll be complete to Breida. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Great.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season.
It's a new season.
We'll send you
so
down
both
the
these
coast
coaching
now to
staffs
Orlando. That's
likely
where we
making plenty
find
of
Jonathan
adjustments
Coachman
after their
ready
first
with our
half
EA
football.
Sports halftime
So for the call of the
report.
second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He sets to fire deep. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, here's Breida. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Slayton. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
There's the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's a sneak with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Robinson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Breida is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gano the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And some room to... There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tariq Cohen, 45 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
Giants 23, Cowboys 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, why shift, man? Outside.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 46, here's the second down and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 34-yard line, here's a second and 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. First as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Robinson up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence. Why shift to crude? Crude.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down throw for Prescott. Swings this out here for Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the Giants' 9-yard line.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs defensively. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. That one finds Hyatt. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Check down to Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This is Breida on the draw. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Go, north salad. Go.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Rita.
Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this.
Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Partner, that'll do it. These week 1